Welcome to another episode of Unlocking the Mind Behind Make More, Work Less. Hi, my name is Fong. I'm an entrepreneur, business strategist, real estate investor, speaker, and also a best-selling author. And every single day, I help others unlock the potentials and guide them to succeed, whether it's expanding their exposure or their credibility or adding to their multiple streams of income. Now, for today, we're going to be talking about another cognitive bias. And the reason why we talk about these cognitive biases is so that we better understand how we are able to make decisions, how we negotiate, how we build relationships, and maybe even prevent ourselves or avoid certain cognitive traps that we are exposed to every single day. So for today's topic, we're going to be talking about frequency illusion. Now, what exactly is frequency illusion? Now, let me ask you this question. Think back to the first time you bought that car, that very first car that you bought, or the brand new car that you bought, and you were thinking about, what is a car that not many people have, and so that it's going to be a little bit more unique, so that I have a car that not everybody has. Well, once you bought that car, have you noticed something different? You notice that so many other people is driving that exact same car. In fact, the same color that you're driving too. So why is that? The thing is, those cars have always been there. The frequency of those cars has not changed at all. It's just that you started noticing it because it's now relevant to you. You noticed it, you made it relevant to your own psyche, and now you are noticing it everywhere because the frequency has never changed. So the technical definition of the frequency illusion is after noticing something for the very first time, there's a tendency to start noticing it more and more and more. And that's why you notice the car all over the place after you thought that car is not a very, very popular car. Now, this effect is also known as the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, which is basically the same thing. We're talking about noticing things that are always there because the frequency has not changed at all. Now, the thing is, this doesn't just happen with certain items or material items. For instance, that car or that outfit that you bought or that particular new drone that you bought, all of a sudden you see drones everywhere, or even those e-scooters. You thought that, maybe I'll get an e-scooter and try that out, and then you notice everybody else has e-scooters. Well, the thing is, it also happens in our minds as well. I have always said to my clients and to others that, you know what, opportunities are everywhere. And they're always there. It's just that we don't notice it, or we're not giving ourselves the opportunity to notice these opportunities. And that's why we need to mind feed. The more we mind feed, the more knowledge we gain, the more strategies that we learn, the more we practice how to negotiate, the more we practice how to see deals or make deals or negotiate deals, the better we are able to create opportunities and seize opportunities when we notice them for the first time. And once you start noticing them, you start seeing opportunities everywhere. So that's why mind feeding is so important, because it actually falls into this frequency illusion. It's always been out there. We just haven't given ourselves the opportunity to notice them. So that's why we need to mind feed, so we can actually see more and more opportunities out there. So that's why I said that frequency illusion happens in our minds as well. But that's not it. That's not the only thing, right? We have materialistic stuff and we also have our minds. It also affects how we notice things, not just materialistic wise, but in people as well. So for instance, speaking is a very, very big thing. Notice sometimes that when you say something to somebody else, for instance, you go, hey, have you ever noticed that this person always says ahs and ums? Or this person has an uptalk? Or this person is a really close talker? Or that person speaks very loud? Now, the thing is, the other person hearing this stuff may not have ever noticed any of these little things or these little habits that you're bringing out to them. But all of a sudden, once you said that, they start noticing, hey, that person does talk very loud. Oh, that person does have an up talk at the end. Hey, that person does ask a lot of questions. And the thing is, you now showed them and made them notice one little tiny thing that they've never noticed before. And all of a sudden, they see it all the time. I have always encouraged all my clients and all my students that when they go up and speak for the very first time, or when they go up and do a presentation, never, ever start off by saying, hey, everybody, I'm very, very nervous. This is my very, very first time, so please bear with me. Never start off like that, because if you didn't say anything at all, I wouldn't have noticed. I wouldn't have known it was your first time. I wouldn't have known you were nervous. But now that you said that, you made it relevant in my mind. And now I would watch for every single thing. Oh, yeah, that person was nervous. Oh, but it's their first time. Oh, they said something here that didn't really make sense, but that's okay. It's their first time. So the thing is, you're already planting that seed of mistakes or nervousness in the people's minds so that they could start noticing it. And that's falling right into the frequency illusion. So never ever plant those seeds that you don't want people to know. People wouldn't have noticed it anyways. And therefore, when you go up and speak for the very first time, never ever say it's your very first time, and never ever say that you're nervous. And then there's also the thing where it comes down to, for instance, have you noticed that this person's always late? Or have you ever noticed that this person's always early? Or, hey, have you ever noticed that this person never ever pays? Well, then you start bringing that up and people start noticing it. And that, again, is the frequency illusion. The thing is, it's always been there. So how do we apply frequency illusion into our daily lives, into our businesses? Well, it's just like how the title of that theme is, frequency illusion. Frequency is a very, very big thing. And what you want to do is create a lot of frequency. If you're in business, if you're a coach, if you're a speaker, if you're in whatever profession you are that you want people to notice you for, you have to up the frequency of letting people know that's what you do. Whether it's on social media, whether it's in print, whether it's on the radio or podcasting or whatever it is, you want to up that frequency. What is the tendency of people to notice that you first, based on where they're going to generate, where they're going to go to, where they're going to gravitate to? If it's podcast, then increase your frequency of podcast. If it's going to be social media, then increase your frequency in social media so that people sees your face, people sees your message, sees what you're good at, see what your skill sets are, and what value you can add to them. The more frequency you increase, then the thing is, once somebody notices it for the very first time, now they're exposed to all the other stuff that you've always been putting out there, because now they're going to see, wow, this person's frequency is amazing. So for example, this might be the very first time that you've noticed me in these videos. Now that you've noticed me on these videos, you're going to see that there's a whole bunch of other episodes for Unlocking the Mind. And then you're going to see that, hey, look, there's another show called the Peak Potential Success Show. And then another show called the Mastermind Bites. So that frequency has always been there. But because of this very video, and if this is the very first time that you've noticed me, now you're going to be exposed to a whole bunch of other stuff, because now you actually see it to be relevant to add value to yourself. So again, that is frequency illusion. It happens to everybody, and it happens every single day. Everything is out there already. Opportunity is always out there. We just need to notice it. And the thing is, we need to make it relevant in our minds as well. So if you've enjoyed this episode, like I said, we have a lot of other episodes on Unlocking the Mind, and we have a lot of other shows as well, like Mastermind Bites and Make More Mind Bites, and also the Peak Potential Success Show. So until next time, please like, subscribe, and comment, and follow, and all that great stuff, and share. I always love those comments. And like I said, until next time, today is the day to unlock your potential. We'll see you later.